Have you ever wondered what PETA's stance on Pokemon is? No? Well, you're about to find out. Ahoy ho everyone, my name is Brandon, and I post gaming videos on YouTube. If you're curious, I'm feeling just a little bit better. Still got my flu going though, but this video isn't about me. Pokemon Black and Blue was a browser game released by PETA. Essentially, it's an adventure with Pikachu trying to free Pokemon from their trainers. Which actually isn't a bad story when you think about it. It takes the formula of real Pokemon games and their likeness. The graphics, music, and mechanics are almost directly ripped off and offered for free by PETA's spin on Pokemon. But I think the best part is when you play this game, there's new creative moves such as Protest, Group Hug, and Shame, all of which legitimately hurt Pokemon trainers. But let's go beyond the game's quirks and look at the message that they're trying to send. One treasure chest in the game opens a video about animal cruelty. Later in the game, they would joke about how bad the reward is. If you walk around, there's blood on trees, Nurse Joy has blood on her hat, there's bear traps everywhere, Pokemon have syringes sticking out of them, and there's fur cut off. One of the attacks that one of the trainers has is called Dissection, where you, quote, get mercilessly sloshed. And I bring this up for a reason. Follow me here. A lot of people are talking about this game, but I find that they're missing the message here. If you follow the franchise of Pokemon, we all know that Ash, the main character in the series, doesn't imprison his Pokemon as the game portrays. I mean, if you go a little bit further into this whole thing, when has Ash ever kept a Pokemon? When has he ever treated a Pokemon unfairly? If anything, Ash is the poster child for animal ethics. Well, this point has been made multiple times. You can read articles, watch videos about it, and that's not what this video is about. PETA isn't trying to be intellectually honest here. They're trying to be shocking. Every time someone posts a video on YouTube defending Pokemon, you're helping PETA. They want gamers to be shocked and outraged. If you look at the credits at the end of the game, which no one is talking about, PETA has paid animators, people to do music, and furthermore, hired people who play Pokemon. If you play this, there are a ton of Pokemon references. One part of PETA's game talks about the ending of the newer Pokemon games. But then they go around and say that we're immoral, and the franchise is immoral for promoting animal violence. I want you to understand the disconnect here. PETA finds Pokemon immoral, yet hires people who love Pokemon. This is because PETA isn't trying to demean Pokemon. PETA's trying to demean you. They're making a political argument and using Pokemon as a vehicle, but when you attack PETA for using Pokemon, they can easily get out of that vehicle and get into a new game using the same message. They want gamers to get angry, because think about all the money they sank into the project. They made sure they can dance around copyrights. You don't know how many lawyers they contacted before this was put online. It's not one Pokemon game they're aiming for. They want to do more. The more you attack PETA for using Pokemon, the more they'll release it because it gets good coverage. If you're a gamer who opposes PETA for this move, it's not because it's about Pokemon. It's because of the track record of using games to drive a message. And if you don't believe my claim that they're aiming for multiple games, they've already done it. They have a Super Mario Bros. Parody. They have a Super Meat Boy parody. And they get called out on it every time. They're using gaming, whether it be Pokemon or other things, to make an intellectually dishonest campaign for animal ethics and raise, be it money or get supporters for their cause. Attack the constant, which is the message, and not the changing vehicles of games. That's the commentary for today. If you can't tell, my throat's about to give out. Drop a comment, tell me what you think about the story. You're watching TYT Gaming, hosted by Brandon.